Hey, this is Rick again with another update on my project for SSL. On the right here, I have the site.php file pulled up, and in that file, I have the login form submit. Now that function is what executes when a user goes to log in from this form here, the login page. So /site/login, and this is executed separate from the page, or in the same page actually, through AJAX, asynchronous JavaScript, and XML. And as you can see here, when I make the request, I check to see if there is an email received and if a password was received. And then I create an email variable, a password variable, and just a blank or null variable for the user's biography. And for the email, I did str to lower because when it comes to email, well, email addresses or just in general, any kind of like username or handle, typically you don't make those case sensitive. So you use str to lower and you compare that to an str to lower for the string that you're comparing it to, basically. And the reason why you do that is if I type in, say, Rick Yoder at xbit.technology, like that, well, that has an uppercase R. You see how you have an autofill option there. The capital R and the lowercase r are what's different between these two strings. And if you tried comparing them, obviously they wouldn't be the same. So it's always best to just lowercase your strings if they're case insensitive, basically. Now, I obviously don't do that for the password because the password can have capital letters, lowercase letters, and all that kind of fun stuff. So you never want to do that for passwords, obviously. I have a few things I have commented out here that I actually don't need anymore. So as you can see here, when I submit the login form, we go and we start the function by declaring all these variables: email, password, and bio. Bio is left as null until we need to actually populate that with something else. So to find the user that's trying to log in from this users.txt file, I should actually clear that line. We basically explode the file into a PHP array and we split it based on new line. So every time there's a new line, you get each line separate, basically. So each time there's a line break in the file, you get a new set of, I guess, results, I guess you could say. It's a way to query the file contents. Obviously, since things can be queried down even further by these brackets here, so we first split it by line, so then we can go, and then we loop through it. We loop through with this for loop. We declare x, say that it's 0, and while, well, for x less than the count of this user's array, so less than 2 basically, we increment x for every round that is executed, and then the individual user, we explode the user from the current line, basically. So we're looping through each line, and then we're exploding that with this delimiter here. And then I have a little guide here in the comments. Email would be key 0, password would be key 1, bio would be key 2. And then we compare the email that was submitted earlier to str to lower, can't forget about that, user 0, which would be email, and then user 1, which is the password. And if those match up properly, we set the bio to user 2, which is the bio field, and then we break out of the loop, and from there that will tell the main page here that we have logged in successfully and we will be redirected to the profile page. Let me just demo that first. So we're going to demo it with mike@aol.com, and the password obviously is password. Yeah, it's mike@aol.com, so we'll hit that. So we submitted that, and then we have my profile. We're at the profile page, and it says my email/username is mike@aol.com, and it says profile. Hello, I am Mike. I'm a student at Full Sail University. As you can see, we extracted that information here by breaking down that file, essentially. Now, if I log back out, and if all of those things are true, by the way, if email and password and bio all exist, and the bio only exists if the email and password match, basically. So that only executes if there's a match found in this file. Now, if a match is found, we set 3 sessions. We set logged into true, email to email, and then we just set bio to that bio string that we set the value for here. And obviously, if not all 3 of these things are set, then that must mean this wasn't true. And if that's the case, then we just echo an error. So I'm going to try just typing in some password that wouldn't work in a million years. Let me actually try adjusting that. Now let's try that again. Oh, you know what? I'm missing an equal sign on line 99. So that would probably explain why that wasn't working. There we go. That's the result we wanted. Error, incorrect email/password. And if I, keep typing in wrong passwords or something like that, it's just not going to work. Now, if I type in the password, which is password, there it still works. So, if the email and the password match what is found in the file, set the bio variable, and if the email and the password and the bio variable are set, or the bio does not equal null rather, which is what we initially set it to, that's when we set all the sessions, that's when we're redirected to the profile page. Otherwise, we can just log back out, and here I updated the logout function to unset the session for the bio as well. And in the profile.php view, I just added a couple of paragraph tags, a strong for the profile label, and then we just echo out the session for the bio. Anyways, those are all the changes I made to the project. Honestly, this took like maybe 10-15 minutes at that. This actually was not too difficult considering the fact that working with files is something I'm pretty good with, I guess. But anyways, that's the 6th part for the assignment, I believe. 6th part for the project. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.